So Judges preceded 1 Samuel. Samuel was the last judge of Israel before they started down their path of kingship. And what was there was a phrase that was said 4 times in the book of Judges. What was it? They did what was right in their own sight. So it's safe to say that when Samuel comes along and he is dedicated to the temple, the reason the voice of the Lord was rarely heard, and the reason that visions were not seen, is because the people didn't want to hear the voice of the Lord. They didn't want to hear him, much less recognize what he said. They didn't want to hear what God said. They did everything in their own sight. They did everything. If it didn't hurt somebody else, they were good with it. If it didn't bother anybody else, they were good with it. Who cares if it bothered the Lord? Who cares if it offended God? We don't care about that. It was right in my sight. That's all that matters. So, needless to say, much like today, they didn't want to hear the voice of God because they're afraid that God would say what they were doing was wrong and evil and they needed to stop doing it.